Hey yo, what's up everybody? It's JJ. Today we're coming back a video basically talking about Salesforce Network, and of course some of you guys have been following my channel and of course get to know about this Salesforce Network through my channel, and of course back then you guys been making like tons of money through Salesforce Network, and of course eventually unfortunately Salesforce Network basically went to this bankruptcy case because of some foul play and of course the back end tools being not trustworthy and stuff like this. Therefore, we are losing money and stuff like that. But of course, without today, this news itself is to tell you about them returning money, and of course, from there, I'm gonna go through like my history with Celsius, and after that, some of the updates that you guys might want to know on how do I get into Celsius and how much have I made from Celsius. Then after that, the Celsius network like returns, like how much did they return, and of course, how accurately did they return you your money. So without further ado, if you have not subscribed to the channel, kindly hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on post notification. Do check out my Telegram and Discord, of course, my Patreon as well. So let's jump into it. My history with Celsius Network. So with Celsius Network itself, I've been with them since 2020 when the start of the beginning of everything. So I'm just gonna show you over here. So you can see that I've started like I think with 2020 with them, and after that eventually I've been earning their Celsius token, and I would say it was making a bang because Celsius token went up in price and stuff like this. So these are some of the with Celsius token. I mean the Celsius network itself. Then after that, I put in like many Ethereums and Bitcoin with the platform itself, and eventually withdrew on the 2021 because I found like basically better platform. So my channel itself is talking about passive income, and of course from time to time I will find like passive income platform which is somehow risky, HYIP, like high yield investment platform out there like Haru Network, which I mean the Haru Invest, yes, has already been like caught for some foul play, and after that from there I mean like all of this kind of situation going on. So on my channel itself I would say that I'm not really keen into diving into this type of high yield investment platform anymore. Instead I'm gonna focus my channel on like crypto based passive income earnings through the network itself, like sales like or is that Ethereum staking, and after that Flux network, the nodes itself, running nodes and stuff like this, making money on chain itself, which is slightly more technical and I would say more unappealing, but I would definitely say that these are the more stable and of course more safe type of passive income that I would want my viewers to basically explore, instead of just putting your funds, like handing your money into somebody's hands, and after that from there they can either make it big or basically stretch your ass big, and after that from there get put it in, then from there you guys get hurt and of course some stuff like that. So these are the three with Celsius. So I have some tokens with them, so total with them I have like 22.4k, which I did not know that I have so much because I thought that I have just left like $20 in the platform, but unfortunately over here this 700 over in Bitcoin itself is not really my funds, but I would say it's for sort of like my referral earnings that been accumulated for I think 1 or 2 years. I have not redrawn it. So this over here is basically the reward. So technically my own money itself is in the Celsius network, which is the uni, and of course the SNX token. This two itself is far, I would say, my own personal token, basically dumping into the platform to gain some interest rate from some of my early buys in this type of cryptocurrency. But over here, I would say the rest itself, this is totally free because whatever I have done with Celsius itself, I've enabled the option to earn in Celsius token previously. Therefore, I made like I would say around 12,000 or something like that, and I sold half of it back then to basically take some profit for being in the platform. So without further ado, talking about all this like history, but we're gonna jump into the point itself, talking about the Celsius network that they have returned the money. So over here, Celsius itself, they are returning funds through Coinbase, and of course, from there you can see that some of them are using PayPal or Venmo. But of course, for my case itself, I received my funds through Coinbase, and after that, from there, I'm gonna guide you through how to do it. So $800 over in Ethereum, 0.28, and after that on Bitcoin itself, basically they are issuing in Bitcoin and Ethereum for those who have been on the platform. So over here, $1,000 over in Bitcoin. And of course, I'm gonna show you a spreadsheet later on to explain like how does this work, and after that, how can you calculate correctly like how much have you made, I mean how much have they pay you, and is it accurate enough. So without further ado, the number one thing that you need to do is head over to your profile, click on this, then after that my profile. So video, once you head into my profile itself, you will see your email address itself. If let's say your Celsius network email address is basically the same as your Coinbase email address, you do not need to do anything. Like for my case itself, both are the same email address. I have done nothing on that, and after that from there you can click on this option over here, the alternative email address for Coinbase distribution. If let's say the email doesn't match your Coinbase account, so you can just click on this, and after that enter your email address and click on okay. Then after that, you just wait for a few days for them to basically transfer the cryptocurrency distribution towards you. And of course, to make sure to do all of this by the 28th of February, because 28th of February itself is the last operational date for the website and the application, because they have already gone through with the filing. And after that, from there, this is the amount that they are going to give you. So I'm going to jump into the spreadsheet for better understanding on how much that you are expecting to get. So for my case, I got like around $1.8 thousand, but I have like around $2,000 over dollars with Celsius network over here, 2,400 or 2,300. And after that, you might be thinking like, this amount doesn't really match, and of course, how are we going to expect like a full refund from them? But unfortunately, they are not currently doing a full refund as of today. I'm going to explain to you using the spreadsheet, which will be much more far easier. So here, this is a spreadsheet that I've downloaded from Tony from Twitter itself. He released this spreadsheet for some of us to basically understand how much they are getting. So for my case itself, you can see that I've already entered the amount of quantity that I have with Celsius Network. And after that, from there, you can see that the total claim value itself is basically 2,120 US dollar. And after that, over here with the 5% value claim itself is basically using the platform that, I mean, 99% of you guys are using this itself. You will get an additional 5% because we are by default letting them do everything. And after that, from there, we have done not much action just by reading the emails, because honestly, for my case, I did not read much on the email because there is a lot of scams out there trying to exploit you, telling you that, hey, you can get your money now, back then when it was just filing for bankruptcy. And after that, there's tons of emails trying to grab your crypto. So I would say that most of the bankruptcy filing that I have with crypto itself, like FTX, Celsius Network, and after that there was some like Hodernut, Haru Invest. All of these are filing for bankruptcy, and after that, from there, we know that all of the email that people are sending itself is trying to get your money. And I would say that I do not really recommend anyone to click on any email links itself, especially if you do not know it is a legit source. So for my case, I do not know which is the legit source, but of course on the website itself, they will say that this is the legit source. This is the email address that you should receive from, and I believe that most of you guys out there know what is the email address. Let's say I've been following. And for Celsius itself, if you are using their lawyers itself to do this claim, you're getting additional 5% of your total value. So scroll down itself for the distribution of today itself, whatever you are receiving, and maybe you already got it or maybe you're expecting to get it. Over here, this is the total distribution on crypto itself. So they use the petition date itself. The price was this. Bitcoin was very little, and after that, thanks to the price of Bitcoin going up, you are receiving much more in the US dollar value. And after that, this is the effective date price. So over here, you can scroll down. So the distribution phase itself is 57.9% will be distributed in crypto / US dollar. If let's say you are using like you're unable to use Coinbase to receive crypto, or maybe you are just using like PayPal to receive a US dollar domination. Over here, this is the crypto that I expect to receive, and of course, you will get some of the what is that, Inconic something digital some shares of the company itself, but basically people just call it the shitcoin stock itself. Basically are getting some stock from whatever Celsius is existing company is doing, whatever Celsius did, because Celsius went bankruptcy, but they have another sector that is doing like Bitcoin mining and some other cryptocurrency stuff to generate revenue. Therefore, they are able to pay people a whole amount of whatever they have scammed, or maybe whatever you want to call it. So over here, 15%, around 14.9% is in their shares itself. So I'm expected to receive like 16.59 of their shares, but I have yet to receive any email about that, because maybe I'm located in Singapore or I'm not eligible to do so. Unsure about that. And of course, over here, another 6.4%, which will be expected to be recovered over the several years. So over here, we do not know how long this is going to come in, but over here, based on whatever data that I've entered on the spreadsheet over here, this is the amount that I'm expected to receive. But of course, if I scroll down itself, I've shown you my Coinbase previously. I got additional whatever they said itself, 0.015. I gotten 0.019, and for Ethereum itself, 0.25 instead. I get 0.28. So something additional in US dollar value itself is around $300 additional. And of course, this is using the effective price date itself. If let's say you convert this to the current price itself, getting around 1.8 thousand US dollar. And of course, eventually, yeah, this is the amount that I received from the Celsius network recovery itself. So the numbers itself is fairly accurate, because this number itself should be close to the total distribution value as above shown. If not, it has to be like close or more than that. And of course, if let's say your numbers itself is falling below this amount itself, feel free to head over to the Celsius network website to basically file for an email support itself. So over here, if let's say you want, you can just head over to the claim process, or you can just email them to understand like hey, why is my claim lesser than what I've received, something like that. You can ask them Q&A, whatever it is, on the official Celsius Network website. All the links are over there. Use the links over there. I'm not going to link anything down below to prevent myself from being called a scammer or whatever itself. Head over to the Celsius Network website. Then after that, from there, just do whatever you want on the website. All of the stuff found on the website is legit, so you can basically use it and understand how does this settlement and claims that is happening. So for this itself, we are basically waiting, already received the portion that they are supposed to return, basically in the cryptocurrency form. The other one itself is for the exchange share itself. So from my understanding itself, some of you guys might receive the email itself. If you, let's say you receive the email, feel free to basically sign up our website to claim your shares. And for this over here, the 6.4% itself that will come in years time. It might come sooner or later, who knows, nobody knows. And of course, eventually, if let's say they have done this itself, you will basically receive another email from the case over here, stretto.com. Basically, this is the one that is doing this chapter 11 for Celsius Network. So basically, I've come to the end of the video. If let's say you find this video helpful, kindly leave a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on post notification. Join my Discord or Telegram if let's say you have any questions about this case itself about Celsius, because honestly I have not been following the case itself because I have too many platforms out there. And for me itself, my own strategy itself is, if I put my funds into this platform, I will just take it as it's gone, because all of the, you are handling your cryptocurrency, your money into somebody's hand. And in the crypto world itself, we have know that if it's not your cryptocurrency like private keys, it is not your money. So this is the mindset that I have for investing in crypto. So I put it in, I will take it as everything is gone, prepare for the worst. And after that, from there, if let's say it's the worst case scenario, then that's it, you lose all your money. But for the case of Celsius itself, we are receiving some money back, and of course I would say not much, but of course over here using the spreadsheet they have done, basically the people are filing, and after the big men are doing their work. And of course this is the date of like the snapshot of all the coin prices that Celsius, the lawyers basically locked in. And after that, from there, this is agar the price that you should expect use on all of this itself. So the petition value itself was like this, and after that, from there, eventually they are using the effective price date value. So if let's say you have any question, feel free to ask. If let's say you do not understand what I've said, feel free to watch the video again. And of course, you might try to do it on a slower version. If not, just contact me on Telegram, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye bye. Peace.